What do you want?
Now, that ain't no way to greet visitors.
Just keep on riding.
I don't think so, ma'am. We're gonna stay for a while.
Darling, this gang will hire, terrorize, and kill anybody that get in their way.
I assume you're a lawman?
Federal Marshal.
You leaving again now?
Wherever this dollar ball goes, he leaves a trail of bodies behind. Men, women, children.
I rode it around there, started shooting.
If I don't stop him, I will have blood on my hands.
He's coming.
Can I kill him now?
Who are you? Bass Reeves.
Yo. Yeah.
Shut up! Now who sent you, nigga?
Nobody sent me.
Say another motherfucking word and this shit is over. And I ain't playing, nigga.
Welcome into the Gospel Heifers, y'all. Comedian Delay. Awesome material. What's going on, everybody up in the building? What's going on with Miss Dr. Tyva? I see Crystal's in the building. Dr. Candace is in the building. Heifer 2, you in the building too? And I see Granny Wowzers and Nixa in the building, y'all.
Yes, I was in the comments speaking to everybody.
Oh, you was being social. That's a wonderful thing to social host, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Gospel Heifers. You know, we're here every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. While you're here, if you have not hit the subscribe button, please take time to do so, along with the share button. Hit the share.
Sharing is caring.
You know, we are this close to getting our channel to a certain momentum that we are both trying to achieve. So without you guys, it does not happen. So we appreciate it.
Oh my God, I'm so emotional.
You know, you being a real ass tonight. I don't know what's going on with you. If there's a full moon, whatever the hell is taking place, okay?
This is that, you know, today is the day that the retrograde switched to ass.
Oh, God. Retrograde shit. More of it. What's going on, everybody? So, like I said, while you're here, oh, God, Timo. What's going on?
Hey,
Timo's in the building
Timo.
with his crazy self. You guys got to follow Timo on Instagram. You don't never know what the hell's going to happen when Timo cams up in the building, okay? So, here we are, and it's another work week that we are on hump day.
Well, I'm not humping. So.
You don't have to be humping, but you can, you know, just be a celebration.
Ain't that the way you're supposed to celebrate hump day?
I wish there was a national celebration that on every Wednesday, everybody has to hump. I am drunk on Gatorade. Okay, well, brother, you mix a great Gatorade. It didn't come to you that way. Trust me.
Timo.
What's up, Michelle? Hey, Michelle, I saw that you were recovering. So, sis, our prayers are with you about you recovering from your situation that's going on. I don't want to put everybody's business out here, but we all good. So, let's go ahead and get started while we wait for our guest. You guys know actor Isaiah Washington will be joining us this evening, and we're going to talk about this new Black Western we got going on.
Who got me moist, girl?
Ain't nothing like a Black Western.
Oh, let that shoulder show.
So, look. I know you guys have had to see this video. If you've not seen it, it's in an airport where this Sprint employee gets into it with a customer. So check it out.
No, I'm not. You fucking faggot! I'm here. You fucking I'm here. I'm here. You're touching me again. You're touching me again. You're touching me again. It's all on camera. It surely is. You touched me. It surely, but you in my personal space. You're in my personal space. You're in my personal space. Stay out of my personal space. You she's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put, she can't put her hands on me. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, stop it! Hey!
Now, don't you ever put your hands on me. No, get this everybody back off from me. This bitch.
Well,
I would just like to say, just because you're a lady man, you should not put your hands on women. You are still a man.
this is my thing about it. The woman was disrespectful coming in this space, true enough. But see, as a man, he should have walked the other way.
But he's got bitch quiet.
It don't make no a lot. I'm gonna say something, but I will reserve a personal observation. But let me just say this: when you are in that situation, she was antagonizing him on purpose.
Yeah, because she knew he was gonna go there.
As a man, and she did call him the F word, and basically was just testing the waters. Shut the hell up, Rocky.
Frog on the low.
But with that being said, in any situation, especially if you're a man or woman's getting in your face like that, there's a purpose of her doing that shit. Okay? Unless you came for her first, there's a purpose of her doing that shit.
She's trying, men, y'all gotta realize when you get a crazy heifer like that, she's trying to provoke you. And him being a lady man, it worked. Because I could tell it was a lot of sugar in that tank. And I'm still trying to tell men, even if you sugary and sweet, you can't be putting hands on women.
No, you can't. So, of course, he's been suspended. That was out in Dallas, Fort Worth Airport.
Damn.
So, Texas.
That's what 48 hours always be in Dallas and Memphis.
Dallas and Memphis be popping on these criminal channels. I'm trying to tell you, every major crime, all the podcasts I listen to that are related to crime, serial killers, Texas.
Yeehaw! That's what I'm talking about. Little violence. Everybody like a little slap, little choke every now and then.
So what would you do in this situation? Now, this is one that this ain't even news, but I found it in one of our audience members. Thank you for sending this video to us. Send us this video of this couple getting into it over the father buying his child shoes.
Okay, wait a minute. Is this another skit? Because sometimes it's crappy.
It could be a skit, but I'm just saying just the moral purpose of it. Let's just check it out.
Okay.
This is the shit I got to go through. It's like I got to choose between my child and my marriage. And the shit getting old. It's getting very old and frustrating.
Between your child and your marriage, what is you doing? I mean, like, what's going on?
I'm recording, man.
No, I ain't no recording because you ain't dropping that shit. I don't give a damn about no Facebook, no YouTube, or nothing. No. And I don't care nothing about that. Because my thing is right here, you pay $500 a month. You can drop it. I'm going to put your business out there. You pay $500 fucking dollars a month in child support, and ain't nobody been doing no extra. No shoes, no clothes, no toys, no nothing. Fuck all that. You buy shoes. You buy them shoes. That's it. That's it. I'm saying you pay child support. What you paying the child support is for?
I'm saying, still though. If you need some shoes, I'm gonna get the shoes.
No, you ain't getting no shoes out of here. You ain't.
What the fuck is you doing?
Get your ass up out of here. I'm getting your ass up out of here. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting your ass. You want to try some shoes?
Oh, it's some shoes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's bullshit.
Ain't no bullshit. Fuck you. The child and the mama. Fuck.
Whoa, you didn't say F the baby.
That's why I didn't want to play it that long, but she started saying F the child.
I see F the baby mama. Right. But you can't be talking about nobody baby like this.
But look, my thing about it is I don't know all the backstory. So
I wonder if she paying most of the bills in the house.
See, there's so many things about this situation. Now, if he was just paying straight child support, the baby mom wasn't asking for nothing extra on a regular basis. I need some shoes. This $500 ain't gonna cover it.
Okay, look, let's be honest. Okay. I do understand being that that's his wife, you do need to have a discussion on finances. But to tell a man he can't do something for his child is a little...
That's too much.
You're doing too much, sis. I know that's your husband.
Right.
But you're doing too much. I would never tell a man, we buy that little motherfucker. You don't do that.
You don't do that.
Now, $500 ain't a whole lot a month for a child.
You ain't lying. You want $500? You getting off real easy.
500. I mean, it's decent. It will help you out, depending if the woman is working, the baby mama working herself.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you talking about food, medical. So that 500, she got, but baby mama got to stretch it.
It's got to stretch that 500. That's like $100 less, a little over $100 a week.
But I'm trying to understand. I don't know how much the shoes were. I don't know how old the child is, and like we said, we don't know everything. Is the wife paying all the bills? But I'm not finna get involved with my husband and his children.
Right. That's
not unless it's taken. If you doing too much where our household is suffering,
right,
I'm gonna have something to say.
And it's, like I said, I can see if the mother of his child was constantly coming to him for finances outside of what their child needs.
She could be.
So that's why I said I can't really call her. But the fact that you said F the child lets me know.
That's a little. She may be a little jealous a little bit.
It sounds like there's a little haterade up in that mix. So I'm just saying that's just my opinion, her opinion, and I know what y'all opinion is. Okay.
No conflict. We totally agree. You don't disrespect people's children. We don't do that.
That's ridiculous. The next one that we have a dog that has tested positive for monkeypox. Suspected human to dog transmission.
I heard that it happened. I wonder was
I hate to read the skit because I can tell by the way your face looks. You set yourself up for the rollout. Say what you gotta say. Go ahead.
No, go finish your story.
No. I want to hear what you gotta say.
I just wonder was the dog probably in the bed after they was having male intimacy.
According to CBS News, Francis, the first suspected documented human-to-dog transition of monkeypox. The dog contracted the virus by sleeping in the owner's bed.
I told you, the dog got in them dirty sheets. They had skeet all on them sheets. And first of all, why is the dog in the goddamn bed? I'm so tired of it. I know this is a white person. This is somebody of Caucasian persuasion because I do not allow dogs in my bed, my couch, or in my kitchen.
None of that where you get your hair on. But that's a transition. Let me see where we get to they began showing symptoms of the virus after a few days after sleeping with other sexual partners.
Wait, hold up.
Yes. They began showing symptoms of the virus a few days later after sleeping with other sexual partners. 12 days after they showed signs, their 4-year-old German greyhound tested positive for the virus.
Poor greyhound.
Yeah.
He mind his business, chilling.
Just getting on top of the bed, trying to catch a nap.
Yeah, he had no business with his ass on the bed in the first place. I'm going to repeat that. He had no business with his doggy ass in the bed.
Just saying, y'all, this is what we're doing. So,
what up, King Ali?
What up, Ali?
I'm just saying, I knew that's what it was. That dog laid on that bed and got on somebody's old skeet sheets. Gave the dog monkeypox. What? Man.
Because I knew once I just gave you the headline of the story that your face went right there. It was just like, oh, hell no. Just there's some monkeypox juice going on the sheets.
Girl, monkeypox juice, that sounds real nasty.
Oh, okay, look. All right. A former Louisiana detective involved with a botched no-knock warrant that was resulting in the shooting death of Breonna Taylor is expected to plead guilty to conspiracy. So why are we not surprised that this is coming out now? Because, like I said, the whole thing was very, very suspicious.
Everything about it was BS.
Everything about
what the main BS is that these folks going to jail now for lying instead of murder.
Kelly Goodlett, formerly with the Louisville Police Department, intends to plead guilty with helping to falsify a search warrant and filing a false report.
That name sounds racist. It do.
So, in the meantime, the former detective Brent Hankinson is accused of violating the civil rights of Miss Taylor, her boyfriend, and the 3 neighbors, where he blindly fired shots into the apartment building. So why are we not surprised by this? This is just propaganda when it comes to these accidental shootings and search warrants. It's that kind of BS that we're dealing with. So if she pleads guilty, do you understand the line of other people that's going to affect in this situation? Because the case has had too much of a spotlight.
Yeah, I say, damn, go to jail. All y'all go to jail and go to hell. Hell jail.
A Black woman is suing LA school after her daughter was subjected to cotton picking exercise. to see what slavery was like.
Is she black living in America? She already know.
I'm tired of these schools, and like I said, I only got like a
girl. I would have went
picture this article right here, but I'm telling you right now. This story is saying a black woman is suing her daughter's Los Angeles school after it subjected her to a class of cotton picking exercise to see what slavery was like. And according to court documents, she filed a civil suit. The daughter didn't necessarily participate in this activity, but watching her classmates do this activity.
Now, is the little girl black or white?
She's black.
Okay.
Yeah, she's black.
And I bet the other little kids probably all black school with one white teacher.
And the thing about this case is that at first she didn't want to say anything to her mom about this exercise.
Yeah.
You know how kids feel like if I say something, I'm going to cause some shit. It was that type of thing. So now that you know about this whole damn exercise, y'all got to check these curriculums on your kids' schools.
But you know what kills me, though? We can't teach black history, but we could teach or show folks picking cotton. It's like we're gonna bring slavery back now.
Right.
So I need y'all to start practicing early.
Let me take it out the schools. But you know what? I would like for you to pick this field over here.
You know what I would have done? Bitch, let me show you how slaves got their ass whooped. I would have been all up in there with a long whip, and I would have had little razor blades like Candy Man right on the end.
You know, I'm not watching more movies with you because you've already taken too much. Judge is denying the request to ban jurors who've seen surviving R. Kelly. You know, they got jurors. R. Kelly got so many damn cases, I can't even keep up.
R. Kelly got so many videotapes. Who gives a damn shit? He recorded all his crimes and yelling out, "You like this? I like this 14-year-old. You don't know what." He was saying the age while he was getting it in.
Oh, what's up, Cassie? Yeah, she made it to a live show. Cassie is a supporter. She has been watching us on the replay, but she's in the building, guys.
Hey, Cassie.
Welcome in, Cassie. Thank you so much for joining us. But this thing about this jury selection with R. Kelly's Chicago trial for child pornography and obstruction of justice, they began on Monday.
Okay.
And basically his defense team is like, well, the jurors, if they've seen this documentary, they're already going to have a preset mind about the guilt. Like, hell.
I seen his actual videos. He guilty. And I'm going to tell you something, too. It need to be some other people going down.
Yes.
Because a lot of people enabled this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was listening to the manager talking about how he changed the birth certificate
Yes.
or forged one from Aaliyah.
Right.
I think they all need to be going to jail.
All need to be gone.
Not just R. Kelly.
No, that whole camp of them need to be gone. You're right, because they aided that situation, involved minors, traumatized minors.
Hanging around junior high schools. For
I'm like, you can't even go to school no more. You just hanging around. What you doing after school, girl? You know, I got a little after school assignment for you, but you know how that goes. Over 5,000 Capri Suns were recalled for cleaning solution contamination. You know the little juice pouches you be drinking?
I don't like them.
Well, apparently a batch of them got jacked up, 5,000 of them, and it had some cleaning solution in them.
Somebody fucked up.
So somebody majorly dropped the ball.
No, somebody poured cleaning solution. They probably had a big old tub of while they was mixing it, and before they packaged it and put something in there. But you know, I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. It's not because it doesn't taste good. I don't like anything that I can't see through.
Right.
If I can't see what's going on in there,
I don't want to drink it.
I don't want to drink it.
Mm-mm.
Y'all need to make it clear.
But they're saying that they had to recall over 5,000 cases of Capri Sun, the wild cherry flavor.
Ooh, I like cherry.
And that's one of my favorite, I love cherry.
I like black cherry.
How the solution got into these, supplies of Capri Sun, I have no idea.
Some dumbass poured it in there.
But either, I'm thinking somebody got a situation going on with their mental. Somebody in that damn factory, pouring, Mr. Clean and shit all in the goddamn Capri Suns. Anyhow.
Probably was Jake. With his sour ass being sister.
You know what? Tiffany Haddish asked Usher for permission. She's a comedian. She's going, you got to make some jokes when there's trending stories. And sometimes some of those trending stories may involve some of your personal friends like Usher.
Okay.
So she's like, I'm going to make this herpes joke. I want to make sure if I make this joke, you and I still cool. Now, I have to respect her for going that way about it.
I'm about to talk about your bumpy penis. We're going to be good after this. Shit. They showing that monkey pops. Herpes is bumpy.
Look, I don't want to know the details of it, but the
Bumpy
fact
Johnson.
Because see, especially in the comedy community, everybody knows other comedians, and sometimes there'll be a situation with one of your affiliates, and you're like, well, damn, can I make a joke about this? And am I gonna still be good with my friend? So I respect her for acting.
I respect her for it, but she won't talk about his bumpy balls. That's all good. I've heard a lot of nasty stuff about Usher.
Okay. We're going to go to a quick break.
Hey, Kimberly.
What's going on, Kim? Thank you for joining us, honey. So we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, we're going to be welcoming our special guest. That's Mr. Isaiah Washington with this sexy-ass Western. But I shouldn't. That's your fault because I had a whole mindset about the movie. And now
that's not my fault that you got slut visions in your head. Negroes love to blame people for their problems.
All right, y'all. We're going to be right back. All right, we are back, and every time I play that Godfrey commercial, Rocky starts being real ratchet.
No, Michelle always be putting Godfrey on some hardcore stuff. That's all.
If you guys know Godfrey, you know I am a big Godfrey fan, so he's going to be joining us next week on the Gospel Heifer Show. Going to be discussing many good things. Yes, thank you, Dr. Cash. Yes, GH merch is coming out pretty soon, so we've been working on this behind the scenes. It takes a minute when it's just a 2-woman team.
Yes, especially when it is a one-woman team.
And would you like to explain that statement?
Because you don't want me doing all this technical shit. I ain't involved. I ain't for the live.
So yes, GH merch is coming out soon. It is mainly for men and women. We have a couple items that are especially made for women only.
Okay.
But then we have a lot of unisex stuff that's coming out. And I want you guys to get excited because we are working on our Halloween collection. It's just a t-shirt collection. And I say, you know what? Black people in horror movies are not celebrated enough. There are a lot of people that like...
that's because black folks don't like them.
But that too.
They scary as hell.
They might be scary as hell, but I want to pay some tribute to some black horror or some black villains on our upcoming merch. So you guys are going to be real excited to see that. We are waiting for Mr. Washington to come in the building. So while we wait, girl, you got anything you want to put on your plate?
Well, I do want to say definitely you all check out Spiritual Essentials store. I have to make me an order before, late September. She's got wonderful, wonderful things to use for, body wash, yoni eggs. If you're trying to get pregnant and you're having a hard time getting pregnant, definitely get her yoni eggs. She's got the steamer to keep your vaginal fresh,
keep the business
rejuvenated.
Going. Yes, exactly.
So definitely, and beautiful jewelry, as you can see. Yes. So definitely check out Spiritual Essential.
And she's actually customizing a heifer bracelet for us. So that is in the works. We will be offering that. And Daddy, yes, I already got Blackula. He's already on the black list. So that's going to be, and I'm glad he brought it up as an example. Candyman, Eveline from The Wiz.
Work.
Clarence Williams from Tales in the Hood.
Oh, yeah.
All the shit.
I love that one.
You want the shit. So you guys can think of anyone because I want to drop that before the end of next week for our Halloween merch, but just general stuff that will be happening there. So we'll wait for Mr. Washington while he's backstage. So I hope he's connects pretty soon so we can go ahead and get this party started.
Yes, I see.
But I want to get back to this story while we wait for him to come back about the woman that would not let her man get his baby some shoes. In the comments, I definitely want to see some feedback. I saw a few of you guys give us some feedback on that.
Yeah, I really, I want to hear from both. I mean, from women, what do you feel about telling your husband not to buy stuff for his child?
Leprechaun in the Hood. Yes, that's a good one, Dr. Cans. I'm going to look that one up, okay?
Leprechaun in the Hood. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we got all kind of black iconic things we got to put on the public market. But like I said earlier, when we dissect what's going on with that situation, we don't know all the details.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see part of why she got mad, because here you are going on live to talk about our personal business.
That's another thing. Please talk about that. Going online.
She probably clicked even more. Because we don't know, baby mama could be trifling and just be begging a lot.
Right, exactly.
But it could be that. And she, like we said earlier, the wife could be paying all the bills and he just sitting there, doing his minimum, and half of his minimum is going to the baby mama. But you don't go on live try to bust me out, because you're going to get a straight ninja.
Yeah, let me do a quick text where all that. But like I said, that going live with your personal business, y'all got to stop doing that. Especially if there's a situation, not just with married couples and dating. There's situations where people are friends online.
Yeah.
If there's a misunderstanding, it's all done online. Yeah, exactly, Cassie. Exactly. I thought she was wrong for that shit.
There was cameras in the house, but this. But he looked like he was talking to the camera, like he had I don't know, but he was talking to the camera like he was talking to the people. So he had to be live on one of them cameras. I just thought it was just, y'all could have kept that behind closed doors. And for him to get put out his own house, like I said, but though if you put me on the spot, that's one thing about me. Do not embarrass me.
And please don't be putting that shit out on damn live. Look, we're gonna go to another quick commercial break. We got to get some stuff issued. What's going on, Shelly? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. So give us a hot second, everybody. We got to get some stuff situated. We'll be right back on the Gospel Network. Yeah.
What do you want?
Now that ain't no way to greet visitors.
Just keep on riding.
I don't think so, ma'am. We're gonna stay for a while.
Darling, this gang hired, terrorized, and killed anybody that get in their way.
I assume you're a lawman?
Federal Marshal.
You leaving again now?
Wherever this dollar ball goes, he leaves trail of bodies behind. Men, women, children.
They rode in around noon, started shooting.
If I don't stop him, I will have blood on my hands.
He's coming.
Can I kill him now?
Who are you? Bass Reeves.
And we are back, everybody in the building. I want y'all to get y'all energy ready because this is a film I am looking forward to seeing.
Anytime a black man in a doggone cowboy, and I mean original cowboy, not the tight Levi's and all that BS, I'm here for it.
You guys have seen him in many productions, and he is doing his directorial debut with this film. Let us please welcome Mr. Isaiah Washington, everybody. Here we go, and bam, we wait on him to cam on up. Mr. Isaiah Washington is in the building, y'all. So I'm going to be talking about this particular character he's playing once he cams up, y'all. Because y'all know we went full for The Harder They Fall on Netflix. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm looking at y'all.
Okay, and where you at, brother? All I see is a camera icon. You got your camera on.
Wow.
Yeah, he's trying to get in, y'all, because let me tell you something. Just having him in the building is an honor because he went through some trouble to make sure he was going to be here tonight with us. So everybody welcome Isaiah Washington in the building, and we're going to talk about this upcoming film he got. This number one, I love black westerns. I'm not even a western fan.
I don't like westerns.
I don't like western movies.
But when black men are in them,
I'll watch them. Woo! So welcome in, Isaiah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just can't see you.
Oh, that's really messed up.
That's all right. We can still hear you, brother. That's all right. The powers that be, we're going to work through this, okay?
Yeah, it's showing your profile pic now.
Yeah.
Man, I think the FBI is fucking me up. Yo, I'm sitting here watching y'all talking all this talk. Man, I'm looking at y'all right now. Man.
I know, but we're going to work through it. Like I said, as long as we can hear you and we can talk about this interesting film that you got coming out next Friday. The premiere is taking place in Houston.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to be there in my hometown. It's really special for me. My girl, Hiawatha Henry. Oh, my God. She is just, oh, my God. She's everything, man. She's family, right? As far as I'm concerned. She is just really taking this on. I've always said that, once you get a black woman start beating the African drum, it's going to be successful. You know what I mean? In the culture, a black woman ain't supposed to touch a djembe, you feel me? But
yes,
this woman, I call her my Native American gun. It's a takeoff of Hiawatha Henry. There's a gun called the Henry, right? The gun that we use in the movie. It's a lever gun. So I call her my Native American gun, and she's been firing, man. I am so disappointed that y'all can't see me. I'm sitting here with this doggone laptop, look like it got the nuclear codes on it. And y'all don't even see me,
Well, one of our audience members asked, does the computer have access to the camera? So they got a few suggestions for you here. And if you have YouTube.
Oh, okay, hold on. So I'm sitting here at this laptop. Somebody walk me through this damn thing. I'm looking at the keys. I'm literally looking at you. You got a red dress. You got a t-shirt. Rocky, you looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Michelle, you taking all this heat for Rocky. I feel you.
I don't feel
Rocky is on one. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad. Okay, you may have to give YouTube permission to use the camera. What?
Yes, that's what that is. So if you give YouTube permission to access your camera, you can be able to have some visuals going on.
Yeah, because I definitely want to put eyes on you.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all gonna do me like this?
Oh, it ain't us, brother. Trust me, because we was here for it.
Yeah, I would have had that camera set and ready for you, babe. Don't trust me.
Oh man, they did me dirty. Man, I'm in Pittsburgh. Y'all done did me dirty. Hiawatha is on speakerphone screaming. I'm all embarrassed on the Gospel Heifers. I'm embarrassed. YouTube should prompt to ask for permission. Okay, I need to click on YouTube. No, I see gossip face. I see. Oh my God, Hiawatha gonna kill me.
No, she not. Hiawatha.
First of all, you working with a device you're unfamiliar with. That I did see the laptop that you're working with, brother. It did look like a little FBI.
Like, what is this?
I mean, with the case and bulletproof shit. I was like,
oh my God! I'm like, what y'all done gave me?
And it won't let you go live on your phone or something, Michelle.
No, I tried that for like 2 hours yesterday.
Oh,
exactly.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, see, people know. See, even conflicts say, "Well, it definitely sounds like him." So
you stupid. It is him.
That's cold-blooded.
No, but y'all know how we do when we book a guest. We know our guest is coming. Y'all know how we do the promotions and everything. God. So look, the man just has a device he's not familiar with, and it did look FBI-ish. So I had to.
They done set me up. I feel like the mayor. I feel like what was the mayor of DC that bitch set me up.
And while Timo talking about put it on his bill. Shut up, Timo.
Timo, be quiet. But anyway, welcome in, Isaiah. We're gonna do this regardless because
right, I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea what button to hit here.
No.
But look here, this is how the devil works. You know
no,
what I'm
the
saying?
devil ain't gonna stop us.
But look here, again, I had no idea that I would be directing this movie 2 years ago. I did something that I never do. I got so intrigued literally 2 years ago, August 4th. I got a call from this character actor named Robert Davi, who's famous from the original movie, the first movie of Die Hard. And he and I, got to know each other over time about 2 years ago. And we were trying to figure out how we wanted to work together. So I got this call actually on my birthday 2 years ago, August 3rd. And I didn't pick up the phone because it was my birthday, right?
Right.
So the next day I returned the call and he says, look, man, I got this script called Corsicana. Look, you got to be Bass Reeves in this movie. And I have to be honest with you guys, I didn't know who Bass Reeves was. And the Bass Reeves that I thought I knew growing up in Houston, Texas in the 70s, when I heard, Caucasian neighbors talking about him, especially the guys, my neighbors in law enforcement, I just assumed he was a Caucasian man, because why else would they be so excited about this man? He's got to be white, right?
Exactly.
So I never thought anything about it. So anyway, I did my research. I did a deep dive. And by day 2, I was livid that I didn't know who Bass Reeves was and what he contributed to the American history. There would be no state of Oklahoma if it were not for this man and other people like him. There were over 250 Caucasian U.S. Marshals that died in what was then called the Indian Territory, trying to tame it. It was worse than Chicago today, Afghanistan, Iraq, and the cartel combined. And they hired him because he was an incredible tracker. He was illiterate, but he spoke all of the Native American languages because the Seminoles took him in 1861 when the war broke out. He grew up in Arkansas as a slave, but he was an incredible tracker and shooter. Then he was like Michael Jordan. Okay, at 8 years old, the boy could shoot, a hole in a gnat's ass. You know what I mean? 50 yards away. He was incredible. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that.
You're good.
Okay, well, I don't want that to get into the monkeypox and the dog or anything like that, because that whole imagery, I'm scarred. I'm gonna hit you with a cease and desist. That was just nasty. I didn't even have to hear that story from y'all. When I see y'all in Houston, I'm gonna check y'all. I'm gonna have gloves and a mask because that's just nasty. And how you want to know? I'll call my attorney real quick. Y'all would hurt me over here with that vision of a great home.
We're gonna make up.
And talk about skeet sheets. I mean, come on, you just double down. You double down. You didn't have to double down, Rocky.
But
you
I
let it go.
The dog in the bed.
You didn't have to double down. I mean, what was skeet sheets and skeet sheets? I mean, goddamn.
Only way the dog was gonna get it because he laid on some skeet. I'm sorry.
I mean, but you didn't have to say everybody. I'm old enough to know what skeet is.
I don't know what skeet is.
You got people under 40 don't know no skeet. I'm like, God damn. Oh my God. That was a little fuck. I can't be over here looking at you like Teresa Randall and Girl 6, man. God, what is going on with Rocky tonight? I digress. So
this is every week with her.
So every Wednesday.
Yes.
Every Wednesday. Well, y'all got me humping. Let me fix it up. So I get there. I did something I never do. I got so excited about why I didn't know about this man in Houston, Texas. When I grew up, James D. Burris and Studio Wood, which are now Independence Heights in Texas. In elementary, when I went to school, I'm 59 now. I never thought I'd get past 25. So I'm proud to be 59. I grew up where you saw a picture of Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, next to the alphabet. But I didn't see Bass Reeves.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then I started asking myself, wait a minute. If this man was illiterate, able to arrest 3,000 people who did not want to be caught.
Yep.
Majority of them Caucasians, hardcore criminals.
Oh, that's why you didn't hear about me.
And I'm like, wait a minute. In a 32-year career, that means he was arresting, 100 people a year? I mean, he would memorize every warrant. You read it to him one time, and it was known that when he got information, he would give the person a silver dollar, right? Which goes to the Lone Ranger with the silver bullet. And he was a master of disguise, which goes back to the Lone Ranger wearing the mask.
Exactly.
Now, what these fools did was they took a man's life and made two characters out of one man. Tonto was also Bass Reeves because he spoke 5 languages of what they call the 5 civilized tribes, right? So he was an incredible Native American. He was influenced highly by the Native Americans, the Seminoles, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, the Cree, of what we call the original 5 civilized tribe, according to the government. I mean, they were civilized, but that's what they called them. So he rode a white horse, and he rode what we call a paint or a pinto, where the house was white with brown spots. So wait a minute. They took one man and created an entire successful TV show about his legacy, and I don't know about him. Oh, y'all got me fucked up right now.
That's what they do.
Y'all got me fucked up right now. I have to play this role. So the role in the original script, when I finally read it after 5 days playing with refugees, running from hurricanes in Louisiana, I just fell in love with being in Texas, and it was getting out of, LA from the shutdown. The pandemic was at its height. We were the only movie to actually finish during the pandemic at that time. We had to do the COVID test. We were hounded by the SAG, and we survived all of that. But I was able to fall in love with just being at home and playing this guy. I hadn't read the script. I have never done this in 30 years of my career. I've never said yes to something without reading the script. I just got so excited that I'm gonna play Bass Reeves. Whatever. Here I am. I got the script, and it was not what I thought it was. So, due to creative differences, 2 days before shooting, we had a thunderstorm. So we shut down. Unbeknownst to me, the director quit. And in his mind, because he invited me, he thought because he was leaving, then I'm leaving. And I'm like, well, no, you ain't my wife, you ain't my girlfriend, and they got money here, so I'm not leaving my money because you're mad. So let's have a conversation. The producers came and said, are you leaving? And I said, well, what's going on? And I got to know the production people. And the thing that got me to say yes, I saw a young lady that I got to know, and I smoked cigars, and she would come out and have a cigarette break. She was crying. And she needed this job, right? We had 40 people that were not, this is the COVID shutdown, right?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I got what we call a pay or play. I could go home, still get a check, and then go sit back home and watch Netflix, right? Or I could do something about it. I chose to say, all right, I got 22 days of research on Bass Reeves. I think I could tell the Bass Reeves story. But I also have to tell the story of the history of the oil boom in Corsicana that gave us ExxonMobil. How do I do that? Because that's the script that the producer, the investor, Amber McNutt, bought. So I can't, I can't get away from what she bought because that's not what she bought. She wants that movie. So I tell you what, let me change the script. I rewrote everything between lunch. I probably got 48 hours of sleep in 21 days of shooting because I rewrote everything. But I had such a strong vision of love and beauty for this Black man in this time that I was lucky to have Josh Reeve, who was my director of photography, that understood my film references from a French Wave, Jules Dassin, Rafifi, Akira Kurosawa, Sergio Leone, that gave us the spaghetti western with Clint Eastwood. He understood my film language and my references of what I wanted to do because I didn't have 4 months like the other director to figure this out. He just left and thinking that everything was going to be hurt and going to be shut down. So I became a hero. But what the crew didn't know is that I'm a taskmaster. If we're gonna do this, it's not about the heat or the money. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this based on all the people I've ever worked for, from Spike Lee to Warren Beatty. I'm bringing all of that experience, and I don't think they were really ready for it. But they rose to the occasion, and it's a beautiful movie. It's not a traditional Western. You don't see the saloons, and it's not the dusty tumbleweed and all that. I shot what we had, the green, lush landscape of Corsicana, which looked that way in the 1894, right? Which is the period that this movie takes place. So I was like, everybody was like, well, it doesn't. I said, well, you know what? I'm not really one to be known for towing the line or not breaking rules or being outspoken. So fuck them.
Pretty much.
This is the truth. And this is the truth of where he is at this time. And the people need to know that we wouldn't have an ExxonMobil if it were not for the greatest oil boom that transpired in Corsicana during that time that gave us ExxonMobil. I didn't know that history. And it's an important history because who doesn't know about ExxonMobil today?
Right.
So we need to know where it started. Like you came from a mother, you came from a father, and they came from a mother and a father. Everybody has a history, right? You can't go to a doctor or a dentist without your medical records, right?
True.
So how can we move forward as a people without knowing our history? How can we be diagnosed in the 21st century if you don't know our history?
X.
So it was really important for me to really have an opportunity to speak the truth with power and based on facts.
Yeah.
Not make believe, not exclusion, not politics, not agenda, but just tell two stories. The story of Corsicana with this man and what he did to help. I took creative license to help this character named Sam Tanner, who's played by Jason Willard Johnson, who I hired straight off of Instagram because he's a professional knife thrower. And in the movies I've seen, I didn't want to have somebody throwing the knife and use a stunt double, use camera tricks. I wanted someone to really throw a knife and it'd be believable. And he did a fine job. Everyone are not familiar faces, but they did a fine job because they trusted me as an actor. And I think because of that, I would be delighted to know that after this, I will be known as what we call in the business a director's actor, which means I'm not a guy there to say, go stand by the horse. Let me take a great picture of it. It's all about the look. I really want to know what you're thinking. I really want to know how you feel about the role. I really want you to be comfortable. I want you to be safe. And I really want you to have a good time. And I want you to give me the best performance as if you would never act again. And that's what these people did. Even the young girl in the trailer, Josie, her mother is a producer and investor. This girl, I'm telling you, is the next Meryl Streep. You know what I'm saying? This girl gave me a performance. You see the movie. You guys coming to the premiere, right?
Yes, we'll be there.
This little girl, man, I was so blessed. This is not how I wanted my directorial debut to go, to be thrown into the deep end of the pool with only 48 hours to prepare. But in mine, I don't want to sound corny, but this was anointed by God. I was in the right place at the right time. And it was time for this kind of story. That's just a story. It's no agenda, no propaganda, no fanfare, no tricks. We're not blowing up anything. We didn't have that kind of budget. I just told the story based on all the wonderful people that I've worked with that have inspired me. I mean, I became an actor because of She's Gotta Have It. That's not Spike's best movie.
Right.
So that's all these beautiful black people in black and white. I had to be down with this guy named Spike Lee. And I was in the project time. I thought I was crazy. I said, in 10 years, I'm going to be working with Spike Lee. I said that in 1986. By 1996, I was shooting Get on the Bus. That was my fourth movie with Spike. So when people talk about, you got to do a 5-year plan, that doesn't work. People give up. They give up. If it doesn't work in 5 years, it takes 20 years to become an overnight success. The 5-year plan doesn't work. If you're not ready to commit to a particular thing, a partner or a business for 10 years, you're doing it all wrong, And by that time, I've already had over 20 years experience. So I just used everything creatively that I thought I knew to put it on the screen, and that's what we have.
And I can't wait to see it. Like I said, we are a fan of Black Westerns, and I didn't realize I did like you. I went and did a little research on the character you're playing.
Yes, you did.
And I was just amazed at all this greatness that, we are just learning because he's been portrayed so often. I mean, they just portrayed him in The Harder They Fall, and I didn't realize that till I started reading up on him actually.
Based off a true story.
And with him capturing over 3,000 people, is this situation where he is in, because he had 11 kids, is he sort of in his retirement stage? But I
pick him up when you see a scene, everything is less is more. You clearly see that, unfortunately, because of his work, he wasn't the best, most present father, right? We make that very clear, but you also clear quietly is that was one of the banes of existence around us. That was the albatross around his neck, that was painful for him. But just like anybody who feels like they're anointed to do something, they have a calling, then I captured the sacrifice. And then I'm not telling the movie, but at the end of the movie, you see that he didn't know if his life was going to be the same when he got back, because his wife asked him, like, you leaving again?
Yeah.
You haven't been here for a year. We need you. Your kids need you. He arrested his own son for murder.
I was about to bring that up. That he had to arrest his own
son because he had lost his way. You know, and contrary, by the time they didn't really care about women because of misogyny, his son got off with good behavior. He died, but his son got out of prison and had a long life because of the time, right? And because of who his father was, right? But this man did a lot, so much where now we would not have what we now know in 1907, the state of Oklahoma, had it not been for Bass Reeves and many people like him. Although he was the most successful, the first deputy U.S. Marshal who got 3,000 arrests, he wasn't the only one. He was just the first one to have done it. Anyone has done it in the history of the U.S. Marshals. And my goal is that young brothers and sisters will see this movie, because I know the power of imagery, and I know what She's Got to Have It did for me, is that they'll go, you know what? I want to be like Bass Reeves. I want to educate myself. I want to become a federal lawman so I can go and police my own communities.
Yeah, and I wish we had that, because he is such a prime example on how I may not have, my beginnings are humble, but I've achieved this, where I can give back to my community and I can, onto my own community. You got any feedback with you while you're looking at me?
Is Rocky clowning again?
She gives me those fake looks.
No, but we do have one. Our boy Timo, and he did bring up another movie I did enjoy, was Always Outnumbered.
Oh, I love.
Oh my God! I cannot get away from that one scene.
Oh my God!
That one scene is worldwide. Lawrence Fishburne is a solid dude. He said, "Man, this thing is boring, man." He says, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" And I said, "Well, I was a stripper back at Howard, so brings a special subbing in there." So I went to I just dropped it high, like everybody gonna be Googling, like looking for that nigga now. I want the picture, so I did that on purpose because I want to make it hot. But since Rocky came to be one with the skeet, and be the only one that's gonna make it hot on this interview, so I'm gonna drop it like it's hot too. So if y'all can find Kamikaze, a picture of Kamikaze at the IBEX in 1987, then I will bring you to the theater free. I'll fly you in if you can find a picture.
Okay.
I digress. Anyway, I said, look here, what if I show up? I don't want to play your typical stereotypical thug. What if he shows up in a sweatsuit, but he got a suit under it? And he said, what? So I went to the somebody, do you have footage? Like,
that's great.
Don't you want to know? I got the picture of myself, but I look like my son at 23, but whatever. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, let's make a statement, because the idea is that everything is being profiled. So this guy is, and it's really interesting because when I got on the set, there was a guy in the hood in the area that we were shooting, and he was all over me. And I didn't know whether he was like, trying to be like overly whatever, but, he was pressing me. So I said, I'm not gonna go negative with this dude. He's like, whatever. Let me have a conversation with this dude. Come to find out, he was JOJ. He was just out of jail. So he was over being security because he wanted to prove himself that he could secure the place. And I'm like, nigga, I'm on the job. I'm an actor, dude. Like, you ain't gotta like kick me off the set. I'm not a threat, But when he told me his story, I said, you know what? Let me play him. He had a bullet hole in the neck, So everything you see in that movie was this guy that was based on a real person. Okay. But what I did was I put on the suit. That was a gym suit with some sneakers, but I had a Brooks suit under it. So I ripped that suit off like a stripper, like a basketball player. The basketball players get those rip-away pants. They get that from the strippers. They didn't get that from them. So I ripped this thing off and then had on the suit and said, yeah, they looking for a thug nigga, but you gonna see me in a suit. You know what I mean? So I wanted to elevate how you gonna be a thug? If you're gonna be a thug, be a smart one. Don't be a stupid one. You know, and I said that with Romeo Must Die. You can't look the part. You have to be better than what they expect, because you'll get in the door and they'll see you coming. And that's how I looked at all of my roles. I didn't want you to see me coming. Now that sounded kind of nasty with this skeet thing. Like,
I know you just got all
you've messed up the whole opening. I'm glad people can't see me because
I wish I could now. You talking about stripping and
coming and you're taking me all back to P Valley and all this old nonsense.
Hey,
go catch episode 9 in this motherfucker, man. Another skeet coming and all this talk. Or how you want to text. Oh, okay. I better stop. Okay, I'm glad y'all can't see me.
You know what? And the more you go in on that skeet, Isaiah, when we see you Friday, she gonna greet you like, "Hey, what's up, skeet
sheets." And not a greyhound dog. This dog is supposed to be fast and be able to run away from a virus. Not a greyhound dog. Is that little toy dog? What a big old greyhound dog doing? Oh, let's stop. I digress. Any more questions? I'm sorry. Any more questions?
I already knew why that dog had got monkeypox. So
Okay. Any more questions? I'm sorry.
No, but back to that scene, like I said, even though we have discussed the movie that we are looking forward to seeing, and y'all all, when it comes out of theaters, go better check that.
I want to know where they get the wardrobe from, because I'm trying to.
Stacey Leah. Oh my God, I can't wait to work with her again. I do have a project with Jasmine Burke from Star and Saint and Sinners called The Conjure Woman, and this woman is an incredible. I don't like comparing people, but I love Ruth Carter, who did all the wardrobe, won an Oscar for Spike for years. But this woman named Stacey Leah owned all of those wardrobes you see in the movie. That was in her personal warehouse. So she had to spend a lot of money for those looks. And she had a conversation with me and personally designed by hand my look as Bass Reeves, because there's a thing called the Indian Freeman back then. So to blend in and to assimilate, you kind of had to bow down to the oppressor by pretending you were a part of a lesser people, right? Yeah. So you couldn't walk around with your badge on and dressed up looking like Bass Reeves. He had to look like he was just an average, regular person, right? So she put the moccasin look on my boots. It looked like he was an Indian Freeman. Like, oh, we're not going to kill him because he's not a cop. So the look is very Seminole, the Union, when he escaped the Confederacy and fought with the Union soldiers during the beginning of the Civil War. Everything was reminiscent of his life that was on my body. And I come from the theater, so I think that it's beautiful that you recognize the look in the wardrobe, because that was intentional. So thank you, Rocky.
You're welcome.
You don't know what you're digging yourself into, Isaiah. You digging yourself into a skeet hole. I'm sorry. It's a skeet hole that you don't recognize. So let me give you the disclaimer right now, because before we were talking about the interview, excited. She's like, "Oh, I just want to know about that damn wardrobe so I can do role play." I was like, you would be the only person to take a moment like this, a beautiful upcoming Black film, and sexualize it. I don't know
it was sexy. It kind of had a flowing tail like Batman. The boots, like a superhero. And I'm talking to Hiawatha. I want to go to Activision so I can turn into a skin. Like Snoop Dogg has his own skin on Call of Duty. I think Bass Reeves' look in this movie should be a skin on Call of Duty. That shit is sexy.
It was sexy, and I need, we got to get up. Tell your girl I need a petticoat so I can. Everybody got to be dressed up so we can have this role play. I think role play in a relationship is always beautiful.
Well, you know what, Rocky? From your lips to God's ears, I hope people receive this movie, and I hope it spreads, become a sleeper hit where people become, because I got a few classics. Love Jones, Romeo Must Die, True Crime. I mean, I got some classics out there, but this one is my baby. This is my gift to y'all. Once I'm long gone, hopefully it's role people will want to look like Bass Reeves and Sam Tanner and all the other baby California and all the other cool characters in it. And maybe even the bad guys. My bad guys are sexy. This one dude, I was shooting, and my first AD, she's like, She came up to me after she called cut. She didn't call. I said, you need to call cut because I'm trying to stay focused. And she said, yeah, cut.
Yeah, she was
She's looking at the actor Billy Blair, who plays the bad guy in it. He's like a really crazy character in it. You'll meet him. He'll be there. And he's really good. These beautiful eyes. He got this beautiful face. And she says, is it wrong for me to want to fuck him?
No, darling, it's not. That's human.
And I said, you mean literally?
Yeah.
I said, but no, because I don't know. I don't poo-poo where I eat. We don't have time for that. We only got 21 days. I don't need him distracted. I said, but if you are feeling his performance, then yes, that's a good thing. That's what I want.
Till she can get moist after the film was done.
Right, and he's a really bad guy in this movie. She said, but she was kind of, and I said, that's what I wanted. I'm not in the business of making you root for the bad guy. I just want to know that there's a lot of bad guys that we know in our personal lives that we love. That's our family members. Yeah. And they're very charming, but they do really bad things. But we love them. So I want to explore the psychological feeling of like, how I want you to feel uncomfortable. It's like, why am I attracted to this guy? He is so bad. You know what I mean?
Even more reason to get attracted,
Yeah, I want you to deal with, yourself. But that's the point of a movie when you go into a public, in a dark room, you sit with strangers, and you have this experience, right? Now, you can do whatever you want in the privacy of your home, but it's a different kind of experience if you're going to come out and sit amongst total strangers in a theater and have this experience. So I want people to be able to kind of like go, ooh, or look at each other and like, did you see that? Or I want that. The one thing I love about Spike is that in early days, people always had to debate what they saw after they saw the movie. Just like Nope. Everybody had to debate like, what? I want people to walk away from the movie and talk about it. Like, did I see what I thought I saw? Or I want to know more, or I want to Google more, I want to Google more about Bass Reeves. I want to Google more about whoever it is. Because, Bass Reeves basically an anti-hero. He killed 14 people, so they say in self-defense, but some people say he was, really a homicidal maniac. He loved killing people.
Hey.
But it takes a wolf to catch a wolf, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And the man did it for 32 years without ever getting shot or harmed. That unto itself is a story unto itself.
Oh yeah, a black man back at that time. But I did not pay attention. I have not really noticed anyone else. I'm into color. So if they wasn't black running around there with the costumes on, I did pay attention.
Well, I definitely I did have a color palette, particularly for what my character was wearing. I did have a color palette for the look of the movie that would make it sumptuous and make it inviting and make it rich, so you could feel like, this is different. You remember when you first saw The Matrix?
Yes.
Like you didn't know where they were, right? Because
Exactly.
we didn't know anything about what the landscape of Australia looked like, right? Until I did some work 22 years ago in Australia. They're like, oh, that's how the city looks. Like you go to Vancouver, it looks different. A lot of buildings, a lot of glass, right? Hong Kong influence, right? So the thing that I hope people get is that the landscape, the trees, I love bonsais, I want people to look small. I love nature. I hope people will see that the landscape of Corsicana is also a character in the movie.
And I have to say, Nixa, you need Jesus.
I know she is just banging up here. She's still holding on. I want the pictures. I want the maniacs. I want, oh my God.
Yeah, homicidal maniacs. Sexy though.
I'm sorry, Isaiah. Our audience is off the chain. Okay?
That's my homegirl.
That's why we love them. They off the chain.
Well, you know what? I'm my phone. I'm not. Well. Hiawatha got some interesting. I know she mad at me. She listened to me. Hiawatha got some dark stories too.
Look, Hiawatha's our girl.
That's our homie.
And
that mean y'all got dark stories too. y'all all my under 50 nieces. I see what's going on right here. Y'all keep it sexy. Oh my God. I put her on the phone with my attorney and said, I'm gonna hit you with a cease and desist if you're gonna stop telling me these things. Ask her about it. Ask her.
Oh, look. I didn't realize that you had a podcast, Isaiah.
Oh, that shit dark as fuck.
Look, but you know what?
It's dark.
You could call it dark, but see,
Have you listened to it?
I've listened to several episodes already.
Oh, it's crazy. I'm still 19 on that podcast.
Look, let me tell you something. The reason I tuned into it beside is you, but I like the approach because each episode is no longer than 30 minutes, number one.
No more than 22, but yeah.
Okay, but in the stories you tell on this podcast, I just finished before we got on here on how you analyze the movie E.T.
There you go. Oh, you beat that. Now, see, we don't have no time. I know it's time to get off of this. I don't took up too much time, but that's a whole nother section.
We're gonna have a revamp because we got to have you back on.
Yeah, you can see me.
Yeah, well, we can see you.
And I want you the cowboy get up.
Have him do the voice.
If you can see my face right now, I am burple. You know, dark skinned man, blushing. I'm burple.
No, but you got a lot of the ladies because you are a good looking brother, and the women are like, I want to see this man.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna get me some cool boots and put me some cool jeans on. I done lost a lot of weight. You know, I'm in this movie in Pittsburgh, and I found that they put me in I thought I was at a 44, and they said, "Man, you're in a 36." He said, "Oh, you weighing a 30? You want to put on this 34?" And I said, "Sure, I'll put on a 34." I thought I was a goddamn 42 in this bitch.
And you know what? If Timo, if you don't
stop, got COVID and lost 20 pounds.
Let me tell you something. COVID, that's the only blessing from COVID is that
you lose weight.
Well, I've been blessed. I haven't had, but Timo, I'm gonna bust you in the mouth when I see.
First of all, our homie Timo is a comedian, and he is a major fan of Always Outnumbered, Always Outgunned. He's been quoting your lines through this whole interview. Put it on my bill, give him some more.
Get stock on another meal and put it on my bill.
I think Timo just wanted you to say it with his own ignorant ass. Timo,
well, my favorite line in this movie, Corsicana, when one character he's want to be a preacher, and I know he's more than a preacher. It's like I've been chasing him for 3 years. Should have put him under the penitentiary, but I need him to go get these killers, and he killed like he killed a whole. I ain't gonna tell the movie, but he did a whole lot of killing. He went on a mass shooting. But he's a preacher now, right? And we do it. You see it in one of the scenes, and he says, like, why did you become a preacher, man? And Bass asking me, says, to repent. And I said, to repent, huh? And he says, yeah, I'm a killer. And my character says, he spits and says, we all killers, but some men just need killing.
Hey,
and I like
they go to ski. They go to ski.
That's the appeal.
Well, not the ski. God damn.
Yeah, I gotta sit right now. Hold up, wait a minute.
I got that. Well, how you want to go kill me, man? I'm surprised you ain't testing me right now.
I should have warned you.
I should have warned you exactly before you came up.
Gonna kill me, y'all. You know what? You got me feeling like that. What is it? That last documentary, Michael Jackson said, "Why y'all got me singing out like this?" I was supposed to be professional and elegant. And
this is the theme of the show. We have serious conversations, but we like to have fun when we have these conversations.
And look, your background, your movie career, everything you've done has showed you in the elegant light. Fuck that right now.
But hold up though. Real talk though. Now people gonna get mad at this, and I'm gonna get controversial. People gonna be real mad, but they go Google it. When you saw E.T. covered up in that blanket, did E.T. look like Sojourner Truth?
Did you make that comparison too? No.
Spielberg trying to tell us something. He gave us color purple. And, you know, Sojourner Truth was all about freedom. Give us free.
I gotta
Phone home.
Let me tell you something.
I gotta go back.
Go back to Africa.
This is a quick synopsis. He went to this movie when it came out. He was the only black man in the theater that night. His interpretation of it was like, am I escaping?
They're trying to kill black people.
They trying to, are they hunting down
brown people?
A little brown man.
Well, if you think about every Frankenstein, all of them, they all chasing and hunting down like Negroes.
Right. I mean, ain't nobody asked you to bring King Kong to New York, motherfucker.
Okay.
You gotta leave him alone. Y'all shooting him all in the ass, got him climbing on the interstate. Y'all know if that was a real King Kong, y'all would never killed him. He destroyed all of that, man.
Man, what?
Like Denzel said, King Kong ain't got nothing on me, man.
That's right. Another debate.
Y'all stop telling these lies in this movie, man. Go see Corsicana and Bass Reeves. Just kill it up, man.
Yes,
Y'all man.
Support this movie.
And if you really want to see a black man look sexy, see me ride this 17-hand horse. It's a big old red roan. And this name Mutual Man. And when I tell you that horse fell in love with me between my legs, that horse did whatever I wanted it to do, man. You hear me?
You better warn this man.
You don't know who you're playing with.
Because we are coming to the premiere.
Okay, we gonna be there. Okay, don't be trying to get a restraining order before that either. Okay,
look, you gonna want to know who Mutual Man is. That horse made me look good. That horse made me look good. That horse was big as an elk.
Oh my God!
And you rolled that big.
But there's nothing sexy to see a black man on top of a horse and he's doing his bid.
See, next time if y'all do a part 2, I need to be on set. Look, I can go get sandwiches, some cold water. I am a licensed beautician, so I can hook the hair.
No, Rocky, you skeet.
That's right. I go through the field with a petticoat. Skeet. You ain't violating the petticoat. I want a petticoat on and just start twerking and holler, skeet. Yes. That sounds like fun.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
No, but no, really, this is a gift to all my people. Really, I got, I'm interested to see, this movie is for whatever you bring into the table. It's whatever levels if you bring it just skeet to the table, that's all you're going to see. But if you bring more than that to the table, you're going to see a lot. Because I put everything I had in it, man. I put 30 years of what I think I know about film language. They don't use that word anymore. About story and about our personal power spiritually, emotionally, and physically. You know what I mean? Bass Reeves was there would be no state of Oklahoma without this man.
Bass Reeves sounds sexy.
You got to, like I said, we've been playing the trailer to your movie for the past over a month. And
you guys have been blowing me up. Thank you so much. I wish I could see my prayer hands, my little hands, man. Thank you so much for that, man. Y'all been showing mad love, man. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, man. It's nothing, like I said, support for cinema like this, especially if anybody just Googles Bass Reeves. It is a very...
And that's all I want our people to do, because I was mad that I was so ignorant about this treasure.
But don't feel bad. A lot of black people, when it comes to Black history, there's always something else to learn.
Yep.
So much.
If Hollywood just told our story, no disrespect for the rest of the ethnicities on this planet, but based on that alone and the other things that I discovered, that I want my series to go, I got my own Bass Reeves idea TV series. You can't just tell his life 32 years in an hour and a half.
Also,
yeah.
If Hollywood really wanted to act right and do right by us, full on reparations, if they just told our stories from our perspective of what the contributions we have made as heroines and heroes in this country alone, they can amass over $30 trillion in 5 years. And when Corsicana makes $56 million, and that will enable me to tell more stories in a comprehensive way without district, because what was unprecedented because of Hiawatha. This Black woman took me straight to the theater owner. That's unprecedented.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Hiawatha don't play.
No, she is.
Look. And we're sharing a wonderful percentage of the door. Because Hollywood don't give them 100% of the box office revenue. They just only thing the theaters can make is the concessions.
Yeah,
we give them an opportunity to have profit participation in what we're doing. So that's going to change. That's going to shift the whole paradigm. You know what I'm saying? And don't worry about me. I got people in special forces. I got a lot of cops going to be undercover around me. And don't worry about me. I'm good. But yeah, I'm going to make a lot of people mad. You know why? Because skeet. Don't be there. See, I always say, if you want to win, let a Black woman lead the way.
I was gonna say now, if you're gonna do this in the series, I need to get in there with my petticoat.
Girl, I'll have you playing Ida B. Wells. I'm looking at you right now.
Playing with me?
You know, you need to Google who Ida B. Wells is, because you already look like Ida B. Wells to me.
Oh, she must be cute.
Google it. Google Ida B. Wells.
I will definitely do it.
Somebody's gonna already Googling it right now online. They already Ida B. Wells.
Yeah, Nixa, Google that for your sis. Nixa or even Granny. I just know Ida gotta be cute. That's all I'm saying. You know?
No, she cute.
I know she cute, boo.
She was bad. She was the first woman taken off the train before Rosa Parks because of racism, but she always carried a pistol.
Oh, I like her. That's sounding my kind of chick.
No, she didn't.
I got a love affair with guns.
Yeah, our homeboy says she sound like and look like Della Reese.
She give me that Della Reese vibe, but Della Reese also could have played Ida B. Wells had times been different. You feel me? So it's your time. So we get this win, then we holler at Hiawatha. She's a writer. Gonna knock that thing out. We can skeet.
Okay, well, Hiawatha, my girl. So.
Exactly. No, we've been down with Hiawatha like 4 flat tires. Okay?
Yeah, we've been doing.
She's a beast of a writer, right?
Look, Hiawatha got so many talents. We would run out of time listing all the things she is capable of doing and some things she ain't even tapped in on yet.
If there's anything I'll direct, I got one thing I want to direct is my second project in Louisiana with Jasmine Burke called The Conjure Woman. But Hiawatha got this cold-blooded script that if I were to come back to Houston, the only way I would come back to Houston and do anything, it would have to be Hiawatha script. It's cold-blooded. And I'm not just saying it because I don't have time to be blowing no pink smoke up the ass. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I could be wrong, but I said Shonda Rhimes was a beast before people know Shonda Rhimes. You feel me? I said Katori Hall was a beast before the world knew who Katara is. So if I show up, if I'm there, if I'm on your show, you a beast, Rocky.
Damn, Rocky.
You're a beast, Michelle. Because I'm picky. I'm a picky bitch. I don't show up with it ain't right.
Like picky folks.
You understand how nervous? Like I said, we've been in this game for a while.
I know.
I was nervous every time. I'm like, man, this is a serious actor. I'm a major fan of his work.
Why you got so scared?
I only got nervous on 2 of our interviews. You and Charlemagne the God.
I haven't been nervous.
Okay. Well, he's a beast too.
That's what I'm saying. So talking to him, I'm like, sometimes you don't know what to anticipate when you have an interview, even though I know your work.
He need to get at me and call me a donkey of the day to my face. But aside from that, he need to get at me. But yeah, he a beast. He might be a beast, whatever. But I ain't gonna say that. But yeah, he all right. Yeah, he all right.
He all right. But I want to hear. I definitely want to see this new movie. He was talking about Conjure. Does anything like a voodoo type movie?
Conjure Woman with Jasmine Burke.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd already sent that to Lee Daniels Entertainment, man. That
sounds good.
If he says yes to that, I'm directing that pilot. I'm directing that because Jasmine Burke, Google it. She's a beast. She's incredible in this movie, TV One movie called Karen. And she's incredible in Lisa Ray. Directed this movie called Skin, dealing with the bleaching, African women bleaching their skin. She's a phenomenal up and comer, man. I just love her little spirit, man. She's like my mini me, man. You know, and we think it's thieves right now. So yeah, you know.
Well, I appreciate
this works out the way it works. My next push is Conjure Woman, and my next push is the Obsidian Unit, written by Hiawatha.
Okay.
Whoa, come on,
shut up, Hiawatha.
Come on, girl.
Well, you know, if you got to speak it, you got to claim it, right? You know, it's not going to manifest if you don't speak it. Now, I know she's mad at me because I just said the name of it, but that's what it is. I really believe in her.
Hiawatha, he put it out there. You got to put things out there for the universe to
There you go, Saints and Sinners.
Yes, girl.
No, she's killing it on Saints and Sinners right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Hiawatha is a multi-talented sister.
Timo, ain't nobody worried about talking to your light-skinned, dark-skinned.
Yeah, you talking about playing Sinbad. We ain't talking about Sinbad material. Terrence Howard or Michael Ealy.
My man Timo says, so y'all wasn't nervous talking to me when you interviewed me?
No.
You don't want to know.
Timo like my brother. Boo, Timo. But Timo said he want to be a cowboy too.
Well, comedian Jake Staley, man, you in Houston, come through, man. Pull up pull up, man.
Yeah, I wish he was in Houston so he could talk. Let me pull up on Mr. Washington. Jake is a comedian. He is trying to cross over into acting as well.
But Timo said,
some of the best comedians are the most incredible dramatic actors. Look at Lucille Ball, Richard Pryor. I mean, when they go dark, even Monique, they're precious. When the comedians, because they sensitive, they're super sensitive. Comedians are serial killers, right? They just don't. If they don't tell jokes, they be out there killing people. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know. They got a dark passenger like Dexter.
Right. So I'm glad they think shit is funny.
Yeah, they fighting in the comments right now. I mean, I see Timo talking about, wait, I asked first.
Okay, Timo, we got you. Okay, bro. But yeah, he a major fan of your work as well. But I want everybody to make sure if you guys see the trailer on YouTube, this is how we can support Black business.
Hashtag Corsicana movie, man. Just hashtag that Corsicana movie, man, for me. And that's money in the bank, yo. That's money in the bank.
Make sure you hashtag it. If you on YouTube, share it to Twitter, share it to Facebook. If you see a story,
but don't hashtag skeet on my shit.
Yeah, because you know what's gonna happen. A picture of you and me will come up. It's gonna be a picture of me and him with a dog on a leash.
A greyhound, Rocky. A greyhound.
It's gonna be a greyhound, and the caption's gonna say "monkey free."
Yeah, monkey free.
We are monkey free.
Monkey. Okay, I gotta get off. Oh my God, Hiawatha, she gonna have some work for me. I'm clowning.
No, Hiawatha know you good. Like I said, we gonna try and schedule another interview in the future with you so we can get some of that ET backstory along with some of the other stuff you discussed on your podcast.
Oh yeah, that's Isaiah Washington Speaks Again on Spotify. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Washington, thank you so much again for taking time out your schedule to talk to us. But we will be seeing you in personal on the red carpet.
Yes, I can't wait.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes.
Melanated women, man. My mother was a beautiful Black woman, so I know I'm covered. Like some people, I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. I'm good. If I got you, I got Hiawatha, and I got everybody that's listening to you. I'm just gonna get out the way and just let it happen. I'm not gonna make it happen. I already did my job, and now it's up to the people to let me know if it's right.
And we're gonna tell you right now, just from the advertisement, it is right.
Yeah, I'm there for the costume you finna be in. So don't say, if you see me sitting there with popcorn like this, don't.
Oh no, it's sexy now. Okay, he's sexy. There's no spurs. He's sexy.
Please don't get no assault charge at this premiere. What do you mean? I'm just saying, I just don't want that on our record.
Oh my gosh. She's such a hater. Okay, I'm a sweetheart.
I remember I was doing Blue Caprice and playing a straight up killer, and a woman came up and she said it to me. She said, "I just want to go on a killing spree with you. Is that bad?" And I said, "Yes."
Well, you say it.
Hell, that scene, like I said, that our boy Timo keeps going on. I'm like, damn, if we could role play, I'd like to have that character.
Give me some change.
Right, get change. Come on now.
I love that movie.
Come on. Oh, Lawrence Fishburne and yeah, man. He wasn't cold blooded in that, man. We clowned. That wasn't even scripted. We just clowned, man.
And one more mark.
And God rest her soul, Natalie Cole.
Yes.
She came out with the skillet. None of that was scripted. She came out with she didn't know what was going on. She thought we was getting into it for real. So she came out with a real skillet.
That's how intense your acting is. That's how intense your acting is, because even before you got up from your seat to snatch that suit off, the way you was sitting, you would sit there, you would look right I was like, oh, this shit finna pop off. I can see his body language, yo. Eyes going back and forth. Oh, that's real.
You got the shifty eye.
Yeah, that's real good, Socrates. That's real.
Yeah, real good. You sit here eating my food
and watch this damn movie.
Yeah, I'm eating your food with my Negro attitude.
And my nigga appetite too.
My nigga appetite too. None of that was scripted. None of that was scripted, man.
But and knowing sometimes it's good when it just comes off the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that shit's funny.
I got that subliminal. It just comes off the top. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you.
I feel a little sexual tension here. You better leave me alone.
We gonna let Mr.
He gonna have me playing his wife in that doggone series.
Shut your ass up.
gonna make me get off this fucked up laptop looking like it's like some nuclear codes. Won't show my face. They did me dirty for a reason, man. They're probably looking at this in the White House right now, man.
Look, I'm telling you, I saw the screenshot, and it is one of them FBI joints. So that the brother came through. We appreciate him being here. Make sure y'all support this man's movie.
Yes.
Share it, hashtag it, and make sure you guys go see it.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. We'll see you Friday.
My bless. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, then. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Socrates.
Socrates. We were skeeting all over this interview.
But I knew, besides us talking about this movie, I knew that scene was going to come up.
Of course. I love that movie.
I didn't even get a chance to bring up the Love Jones. What line did he say in Love Jones? You need a personality and a tic-tac. Now, that shit right there took my ass out. I said, you know what? I got my favorite one-liner from Isaiah Washington. Okay, but that shit
he's
right
a
there.
brilliant actor. Definitely a good-looking chocolate man.
Yes.
You know that, you all know that's what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, I can't wait to see this movie premiere, and I can't wait to meet him in person.
Well, I hope that he said he gonna have bodyguards, like so you can't.
Fuck your bodyguards,
you
Isaiah.
Can't skeet on the red carpet.
I'm wearing super short shorts. Okay. And I'm wearing my little tennis shoes because I gotta chase his ass.
I thought you were gonna bring a little toy gun and a little cowboy hat.
Nah, I'll wear a cowboy hat, but I ain't playing with no goddamn guns. That's how misunderstandings happen. I don't need them problems. No.
And Timo, your ass is ignorant in the comments all night, quoting that damn movie. I promise you. Thank you again, Hiawatha, for setting this interview up. We're gonna definitely be at the premiere, and we're definitely gonna give our feedback once we get to from the premiere. And I know it's gonna be glorious.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna
be glorious.
That almost sound like another way of
It's
skeeting.
glorious.
She need Jesus, y'all.
No. You don't want to be skeeting all night. Let's get that understanding right now. All right. So look, y'all. Even though, like I said, we couldn't get the visual, but we had the actual Isaiah Washington in the building. Boom. That's when you skeeting all damn night. Okay.
Y'all didn't hear that?
Shit, hell up.
And I gotta look up this lady. Was it Ida? He said I'm gonna have to look her up.
Yeah, look up Ida B. Wells.
Yes, I know that name now. I know that name.
And of course, comparison to your charming beauty.
You know that really made my night. To have Isaiah say that about moi. And all you haters heard it, Jake.
All you
you hater ass Jake. You heard that, didn't you? Though, yeah.
So you know she gonna go on Instagram, go live, and start talking all kind of shit.
This is on pre-record. And all Michelle got when she cuts out clips, she definitely cutting that clip out. And I'm a share that 5 times.
Oh my God, Rocky, your ass is stupid.
Every other day of the week, I'm gonna reshare that.
But
shit.
I will give you that. That is a big deal to get a compliment from my
Yes,
yes, I understand. So you've made your skeety impression. So now
I'm giving everybody beatbox. Nigga, Isaiah said I was cool. Damn you.
Oh my God. Like you need that more for your damn ego. Rocky's got an ego like a man. Okay.
I do.
She has a male ego. And thank you guys again for the interview. Was awesome. We could have talked to him a lot longer, but he's already doing some other shit. We don't want to hold him up and burn your bridge because you want to have him back. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you got them damn heifers.
What the hell y'all heifers won't now?
Locked down and shit.
Right.
I got things to do. Like skeet. With your ass.
But look, check it. You guys have been fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Tara. I will check her out.
Yes, we're gonna check the DMs right after this show. Everybody, we appreciate you guys coming on here. You know, we do this foolishness every Wednesday. You can catch our show on demand on Roku and Fire Stick. Just Google the Gospel Heifers. Heifers come up.
Google.
Launching, hopefully, God, this weekend. Our new website is coming. You guys gonna see who's coming up on our shows, news, everything else you guys want to know.
T-shirts.
That's what I was about to get to. The Gospel Heifers is dropping a merch line, okay? So while we are on a merch line, let's go ahead and give the people just a little peeky-poo. Let me get this video up for y'all, okay? So y'all can check it out. All right, y'all know I am a major Godfrey fan. He will be joining us next week up in the building. We'll be talking to Godfrey. I cannot wait. Say what you guys say, because I can tell by your face.
I didn't say anything.
Your face said it beforehand. So go ahead and verbalize your face. Go ahead.
I mean, I know you're a big fan of Godfrey. I mean, it's a little off-putting.
Oh, how is it off-putting? Because I like his work.
Just you get so excited. Because I gotta find my Wu-Tang shirt. Oh my God, Godfrey. Oh my God. Because that's Godfrey Gad. I just gotta focus not to piss him off again. I kind of ruined
Yo, the last time
I said one wrong thing.
Yo, the last time we had Godfrey on the show, we didn't have our setup like this, number one. Number two, Rocky's ass said some shit that kind of got up under his skin, and Godfrey's the kind of person, his face like, ugh.
And you know me being me. I said what I said. Then I thought about it.
And I looked at this how I was like, God damn it, you.
I said, Godfrey, I'm sorry. I had to swallow my Negro pride and get over the I said what I said.
But look, y'all make sure y'all go check out Godfrey Podcast and Godfrey We Trust. I'm addicted to it. I love the conversations. And shut the hell up, Rocky. Okay, because she said this shit last time we had him on the show. Like, oh, Michelle's a little Godfrey groupie. I like his work. Okay,
she do. She's not trying to bang him.
I'm not trying to have sex with him. None of that.
None of that Nigerian loving. She just like Nigerian jokes. What away.
All right, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you guys please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I appreciate the conflict, and we know you guys got schedules. Trust me. And just for you guys being here while we broadcast live is wonderful. But you can always watch us back. You know, play the demand episodes. It helps with the views. Even just 5 minutes.
Who called who old? What's going on in the comments? Stop fighting. No, I'm playing.
All right, everybody. You guys will probably be in these Instagram because we ain't saying we going live tonight.
No, we're not saying Timo. Don't be telling folks about me. You know, folks flirting with me.
You know what? I can't with y'all. With these damn codes y'all be doing. Thank y'all again for the Cash App donations. It is definitely appreciated because we are doing some show upgrades. And that's just to bring you guys better content. Yes. So if you haven't had a chance to donate to some help us, hey, we are a woman-founded and operated organization.
Black women.
And we appreciate the shit.
Think about your mamas and your aunties.
Think about your entertainment.
Yes.
The source. You know, the shit we want to bring to y'all on a higher level.
You want this shit.
That's why we asked y'all.
You want this shit.
For a little show donation. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, I love you guys. I'm thankful and grateful that you all joined us tonight.
Yes.
And witnessed Isaiah
skeeting,
telling me that I was cute. Okay, good night.